Hello everyone, Sternstone here again, and I realized I haven't done anything with redstone in quite a while for any kind of courses that anyone might want to build. I know that it's probably not as entertaining of a series as others, but I do want to try to help other people out as much as possible. So right now I'm in the world that I started making a test for the new subway system for Zero In. Found out that this system will not work. Shame, but oh well, I already resolved it on the server, so we do have functioning subway hubs. I just haven't connected everything together yet. And I was also testing some solutions to that here. But today's episode will be focusing on something that's a bit overused, but it's still a very good trick, which is the falling out pathway. Now typically there'll be some dead giveaway that there's a pathway there, like a pressure plate or some tripwire. But I've thought of a way of doing this that's not quite as obvious, and so I'm going to be showing that here. First we have our iron doors, which require some way of getting through them, of course. And we need an enclosure around it, so we don't want them just walking around it. And then we're going to put a button somewhere. Now, there are a few different ways you do this. You could have the whole room filled with buttons except for around the door, or you could just have a single button off to the side that makes it seem like, okay, this is what I have to do to get through the door. In reality, you'll have something hidden somewhere else that they use. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is, okay, this is going to be up here. It's going to be extended. I'm going to do it in a square. Now, quite obviously, if you just have it like this, it's not going to be very useful. But using the hidden piston door technique, let's on the bottom first. If we do this instead, we can go ahead and actually need to play out further anyway. But yeah, using the hidden piston door technique where you have the pistons off to the side here, we can go ahead and have a falling floor that they can't really get an inkling of beforehand. And the biggest problem is going to be wiring for it, but there shouldn't be too much trouble on that end of it. Okay, I'm going to need a button. Now, I'm really not used to creative mode building, so it might take me a couple seconds to find things. Though I'm loving the new layout they did in one of the updates where it's actually sectioned off here. Okay, so the first thing we're going to need is redstone torch placed in the right position. Okay, that's the correct position. We need 2 of those. Each side, of course. Let's see, there's 2 ways we can do this. We can either line them up with redstone on top, or we can have the signal going into the back, and I'm going to decide that in a moment. First thing I want to do is figure out how to do these ones. I can probably just get away with torches again. And on this side, let's go ahead and remove the unneeded stone for right now. Boom. The tricky part is you don't want any chance of interrupting the doors. I might have messed up by accident. Now, for these ones, you're going to have to do the back method simply because if you go on top, you're not going to have a lot of room for other things. But of course, if you think you can get away with it, you can go ahead and try to do it away. But this is just for reference. I'm sure a lot of people have made these before, where it's just a row of pistons on each side pull out. And I've done that too, but as I said, the only way to trigger it is either a tripwire or a pressure plate, and it really makes it pretty obvious. Another thing you could do, but it's again very open to being figured out, is have a button that opens the doors and hope that they run forward. But some people will just stop and look and think, hey, what's going on? I'm actually going to need to bring those iron doors closer, which means I want to bring that button further away. These are all things you have to really think about. Boom. Button is here. Now, with the button there, there's a chance that they'll walk up to it and then not fall in. You'll want some way to force them to be standing right there. An easy way to do that is just put these walls up and have it, recessed into the wall. And this will especially work if you have it as a hallway going through, which is just a long hallway. So there's no way that they can be off here and be able to press. They have to actually be on this square to press it. Okay, and then how are those doors supposed to get? Can you power doors from the top? I've never actually tried this before, so this is a little experiment for me. Yeah, you can. Okay, good. That's one thing I was a little concerned about. Okay, back to wiring here. These ones go ahead and power on the top. We want to connect them together. That's the tricky part. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I think the signal's going to go that way anyway. Here. Since that one's going to be a one delay, so we're not completely delayed it. Oh, excuse me. I have to take into account every little thing. Come up here. And the reason why I'm going ahead and building this is not to make anyone feel stupid. I don't like to do that to people, and also that's not the job. If you want to feel stupid, find someone else to make you feel stupid. But this is just, I'm really trying to help people out. And I know that there's quite a few people on Zero especially who just don't know what to do. Like, they'll want to build something, but they won't know how to build it, they won't know what to put in it. And one of the, I hate to say as an op, but that's really what it is. As an op on the server, I feel that it's really a big part of the job to help people figure out how to do things. So, not to hold their hand throughout the process, but just to let them know, hey, this is something that you do about it. Push button. Now, I don't like that much of a delay in it. It gives someone a chance to escape. So what we're going to do is remove it there, and remove it there. That's still quite a bit of delay, so let's try reducing it some more. That was too little delay. Add one. Add one. You have to really... There we go. You have to really find a good balance between it. And of course you can have it drop down to whatever you want. If you want to give them a chance at the correct button, you put one on each side and just hope that by some random chance someone actually presses the one that drops them. Something simple like this would work. And of course just close things up. And there you go, a simple redstone trap for a maze. Gives them a 50-50 chance, so it's not completely unfair. Forgot to add in the button. Getting that in the button is unfair. Oh, it destroyed the redstone on top as well. Okay. Derp. You'll have derpy moments, right? Yeah, it's something very basic that you can add to mazes and any other kind of course, really. Now there is one other thing I want to talk about. It's the changes to piston tapes, and if you watch the other videos or you've been on Zero and you've played my courses, you'll know that I'm a big fan of piston tape memory. It really helps out with a lot of things. But with the 1.5 update, there's these redstone blocks which really add a lot to this. Because rather than having to have a torch underneath or inside or whatever, you just have the redstone block there, and then that's your signal out. So rather than having the torch underneath each of these positions, I can just have the redstone block here and push it along, and wherever it ends up, that's the signal that's coming out. And I'm going to be updating my mazes on Zero to take that into account. Well, I really want to continue this series along. I really appreciate if anyone has anything that they are really curious about and how to do. Go ahead and leave a comment here and I can make a video on it to help explain it. Or if I can't explain it myself, I can look it up, find the link for you, put you off in the right, send you off in the right direction so that you're not just sitting there wondering. And that's about it for this time. I hope you guys enjoy this. Have a great day.